Okay, I did it. Yay! Ah! Okay. You are listening to you are listening to WAMR-DB Atlanta Mix Radio, the new feel of AM radio, the woman station. Hey everybody, it's me again, Daytime, and welcome to my show, Lit Thursdays with Daytime. I'm super excited. Today we will have a special guest in the building, the Bank Lux Couture. Super excited. Stay tuned for that. Okay, so school is starting soon. I'm really excited for school.
I'm just in my feelings because she kicked me out my chair, yo. Like I just want the world need to know I was kicked out my chair by an 11-year-old. Okay, like as y'all can see on live, you see you see how the tables are turned. Y'all see that there's a difference in the chair. You know what I'm saying? Like she kicked me out, and I don't know how to feel about it yet, but we'll work it out.
Okay, so
I'm not helping you with the board. I'm just telling you that now.
Okay, I have everything in my notes. I should be good.
I don't think you got it. I don't think you do.
I think I got it.
All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I have been memorizing this in my head.
All right, okay.
Secretly, I have been memorizing this. Okay, so back to my first topic. So school is starting soon. I wasn't supposed to say that topic out loud thing. Okay, but school is starting soon. I'm super excited.
Right.
Even though I am online school, I'm really happy to get back on my computer every day and argue with my mom to get up.
So wait a minute. So you going to school online?
It's online school. I love online school. I love my computer.
So you're not going to like general schooling? Okay,
no,
gotcha.
I cannot wake up that early.
Oh wow! All right. Must be nice. All right.
Okay, so if you can remember, what are some of your favorite memories from going to school?
Me? My favorite memory was getting out the house.
Okay.
Yeah, it was real in the battlefield.
I like to get out the house, so.
But I think the favorite part of school, I'm trying to PE. Probably PE. Really wasn't a fan of school.
I think I like math.
You like math? You're the first child I've ever heard say that. At
first, I didn't like it, but you see, when you're homeschooled.
What's so fun about math? Tell me that.
Math, I just like numbers.
You like numbers?
I like numbers.
Okay, fair enough.
I like math and science.
Okay, so I mean you're a thinker. You always thinking.
Yeah, social studies could be better.
I love social studies. I love history.
No.
You got to know your history.
I mean, okay, yes, I have to know my history, but social studies could be better.
What could be better about it?
More interesting, because my attention span isn't that long.
It has to be to do math. You gotta remember them numbers.
No, but that's interesting.
Right.
But like social studies in class, you just sit there, the teacher's just reading the board, and you just like zone out.
Well, see, like a good thing, and you know what? It's funny because I told my cousin this because she has the same issue. You always got to remember keywords. Like whenever let's say you're studying, I don't know, 11 years old, which I was studying George Washington or something.
No, I learned that in kindergarten.
Excuse me. All right.
First grade, my bad. First grade.
Excuse me. All right. So what is something at 11 that y'all would be doing in social studies? Well, no, y'all at history now, right?
Yeah.
Y'all should be doing history. Okay, so let's say you
learned about maps and like trails.
Okay, all right, so boom.
Well, we already learned about trails. I don't know if there's more trails to learn.
Okay.
But we're just working on like history, like the greatest Americans, like heroes,
and it's hard for you to remember
like that. Yeah, we're still adding on to segregation. I think we finished slavery. Yeah, I think we finished.
Thank God for that. All right, so you gotta know keywords. So let's say you're studying slavery, so to speak. And then a lot of things, keywords are gonna be like slave, plantation, cotton, the year that it started, the year that it ended. So you don't when they give you a whole list of things, it's only key words and key topics that you got to remember. A lot of times I don't like reading books unless they got pictures in them. Right?
Oh, I love books, especially chapter books. Chapter books.
Hold on, what is so funny about that, yo? Pictures, brother. Yeah, I need pictures because I got ADD. If I don't have pictures, like that's why I haven't read the Bible, because it ain't got no pictures in it. But nonetheless, you know,
I have an action Bible.
I need that.
An action Bible is like full of pictures.
I need that.
There's like 85% pictures and like 2 words on each page.
I need that so I can tell a pastor like, yeah, I read the Bible. Yep, I know what's in there. So anyway, but yeah, like it's always important to remember key words. So if you're talking about slavery, like remember key names that they talk about. You don't have to remember everything in the paragraph, because I don't. So I've always taught myself to remember key words, because 9 times out of 10 when you take the test, they're going to ask you, who was this person? At what year did this start? You know what I'm saying? So you remember years, people, and maybe 1 or 2 things in that year and 1 or 2 things that the people did.
I also
and you'll be
try
straight.
to remember location.
That too.
Because if I remember location, then I'll like connect. It all connects in my mind. Forget that. Okay.
But what is your favorite stuff about school though? Since you're asking me, like, what is the favorite part of school with you?
When I went to school, I used to love lunch. And I also like to wear uniforms. Uniform shopping was like my favorite thing in the entire world.
But what are some of the pros of online schooling that you about to currently do? What are some of the pros of that?
Pros to online school. I really can't think of any.
So she should put you back in regular school?
No. Okay. Oh, pros. Oh, pros, not cons. Never mind.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Pros. I like everything about it. It's really cool.
What do you wear to school? Joke. Don't worry about it.
What do I wear to school? He talks so fast. Okay.
Do I?
Yes.
All right, I got it.
Do it to school. Do it to school. Do it.
Got it.
What do I wear to school? Depending on. I don't know. I usually wear pajamas.
There you go. That's
pajamas.
That's nice.
Like a tank top and some shorts.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Right. In the winter, I like to take the blanket off of my bed and like wrap it around myself and like look on the computer and just be like, it's fun.
Weird.
It's not weird. It's fun. It's fun. Try it sometime.
Well, I do currently go to school online, but it's a little different. Well, it's probably not. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's probably not different. Like all of my homework is due on Sunday. I have lectures. I have assignments.
Sunday, I'm not sure. I'm swapping online schools. But the last one, we'd have like different schoolwork for each day due on that day, and like I'd have to turn in projects. Like,
is it like live, like active?
Yeah, live classes, and then you do the work after.
So it's like a webinar or something like that.
And sometimes.
Gotcha.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, it's like.
So they have to see you, or like
no,
you
not
have to click that you're there.
Yeah, you have to click in.
Okay, so you click in and walk off.
An account, and then you like log into the classes when they tell you to like log
in. So can you like click in and walk off?
No.
Like say, hey, I'm here, and then go downstairs and get something to eat?
No.
Oh, okay.
You don't do that. Because when you log in, you have to like pay attention to the class, and like the teacher will ask you to like use emotes to like show that you're here. There's no like an emote, like a sign, like animations.
Got it.
But yeah, so how did you wake up in the morning for school?
How did I wake up? There were 2 options. There was an alarm clock that sounded like a horn, or if my alarm woke up, you know, the breadwinner of the house, which is mama, then it was a loud noise, and it was finished off with a bang to the head, like meaning the hallway was like down the hall because she didn't want to leave the room because she was still in the bed, so she'll throw something, and her aim was so good that she could throw it down the hall and still hit me in the head while I was in the bed and say, cut that doggone alarm clock off.
Okay.
All right. But then there was a snooze button, so I just slapped the snooze button, right? And I'm like, I got about like 4 more minutes. So then I roll over and go to sleep again, and then it goes off again. Now if it goes off a second time, she's probably dragging me out of the bed. 9 times out of 10, because she done told me cut it off once already. So that old school just just imagine that for like a good 5 minutes.
I don't wake up to alarms like that. Like I promise you.
I mean, I don't now because now we got music and
yes, that's what I use. I use
ambient
music.
sounds you can wake up to, but nah.
Okay, so I'm kind of like a hard sleeper. Like I'll sleep through anything.
Okay, all right. I see. I can't do that.
Like when I was younger, my mom used to always say that I fell out the bed when I was sleeping, and I would like wake up in the bed. She'd be like, "Dad, are you okay?" I'd be like, "What happened?" She'd be like, "You fell out the bed." I was like, "No, I didn't." But like I sleep so hard that I don't realize anything. Like there's this one certain song that I can wake up to. It's Bang Bang by Jessie J and Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj. But that is like the only song that I can wake up to.
That's a loud song, so I can
It
understand
is,
that.
but like I have to turn up my volume really high. I have to put the phone right next to my ear.
So everybody suffers because it's time for you to get up.
Most likely. But like I have to put it next to my ear on the side of my pillow. I have to go to sleep with the volume completely up so I can't like sneak and play games on my phone.
And you have siblings, right?
Huh?
You have okay, so it's just you in the house. All right, so okay, so you don't really wake nobody up like that. So
I wake mommy up.
She probably
unless she's already up.
She probably gotta be up anyway.
My mom is like an early bird.
Got it.
Like she goes to sleep at like 3 a.m. working, and then she wakes up at like 6 working.
I mean, she has to, like, because you go to school online, so
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that that's a pretty penny.
Yeah. But yeah, I have to wake up to Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj and Jessie J. I tried to see if I could wake up to Work by Rihanna. I slept in. I missed an online class. 2.
What's the punishment for that?
Nothing. I just have to like watch the recording, but I probably didn't.
So wait a minute.
I don't remember.
So wait a minute. I got a question. Because like, you obviously like don't get detention or nothing like that, right? Like if you do something, like what is the consequence if you do something wrong online schooling?
But there's nothing really wrong you can do.
That's what I'm saying.
Except for like miss a class.
Like you can't be a class clown online. Like what is the consequence for like talking out of turn or like?
Well, actually, the live class. Like the teachers can't
throw paper at each other. Like that's wild.
No, like the online teachers monitor the chat. So like we can only talk from microphone or the chat box or the webcam. And so the teachers have the ability to turn off permissions and stuff like that. Right. So like we really can't talk out of order. Okay. But there are some bad kids in the class that will like
online.
Yes.
Bad online kids.
Oh my gosh, yes. Like these kids be putting in a whole bunch of emojis, typing in websites and stuff. Like when the teachers tell us not to. And
what's the consequence for that?
They turn off the chat.
That's it. Like no.
Which means that we can't talk.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm confused. So
no. But I
don't know. Maybe I'm just looking for like the rod to be like going down. Like they don't call your mom or screenshot the chat that you was clowning and send it to her. Or something of that nature, like there's no.
There is
whack. Like where's the?
No, but there is kind of like an online detention, kind of.
How does that work?
It's like when like you do something bad and the teacher gives you a warning and then you do it again, like you type in a bad word in the in the chat box or something like that. If you're not following directions, you'll be moved into a private room by yourself for like 10 minutes. And then you're able to come back when you think that you're ready.
So they send you to a private chat room.
Yeah, just by yourself.
Okay, this is interesting. This is very, 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 very interesting. So so they send you to a private room.
And then you just keep.
Are your parents informed that you've been sent to this private room?
No, unless your parent is sitting there right with you in the class. But if your parent is sitting right there with you in the class, then that means that you will not do bad stuff.
Okay.
We also have permission to draw on the PowerPoint, so like we can draw stuff.
So can y'all like send? Okay, so well, first of all, if anybody's cussing online, they're cussing on purpose because you got to type that, and you have the option to delete. So you type that curse word and hit enter. You know what I'm saying? So my question is like, how is it that like what what are some of the things that you've seen in online schooling that you like, oh man, that guy's up? Like, how can you determine that this is like the class clown or the bad guy? Or
well, like in the chat, they'll be like putting a lot of emojis and stuff like that, like a lot of crazy emojis, like blah blah blah, like happy face, sad face, rainbow face, whatever, like stuff like that. They just do a lot of like crazy things that you're not supposed to do in a chat.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, okay.
See, this is one of the things. See, this radio 101 sign language. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. But go ahead, keep talking.
But yeah, so they'll like do like really crazy things, like they'll type a bunch of emojis in the chat, a bunch of faces, and like type random things. Also, what determines a class clown and the bad kids is when they don't follow directions. It gets so annoying when they don't follow directions.
Like what? Like what? Give me an example.
So like sometimes we'll have to like draw on the board, like fill in the sentence and stuff like that. And there's some kids that get some kids do not take permissions seriously. So like they'll be putting a bunch of emojis on the board, scribbling and scrabbling, and then like the teacher is like gonna say, hey, no, who did that? And the teachers have the ability to see who did that. Like they have the ability to see who drew and wrote.
Yeah, because it's all
everything.
traceable. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the day, you could throw a paper at the teacher and everybody turn their head like ain't nobody do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You could throw a spitball and then just throw your straw down, like, and then when the teacher say who did it, everybody just quiet. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got a paper trail. Well, a digital trail.
Like
you know
it's completely like even in the chat box, like you have your name when you enter the class. You have your real name, like no nicknames, no nothing. So they know your full name.
Oh, wow.
And in the class, they have your full name, which is connected to all of your information.
Is there cyberbullying going on online school?
Not really. I mean, I haven't seen any, and I don't think that there is, because all of the kids on my online are really nice. Okay. Like from what I've heard, well, not from what I've heard, but from what I've seen and experienced, all of the kids are nice.
Do y'all do group projects?
Yes, we do actually.
How does that work?
Like our teacher will open up a lot of private rooms, and like depending on how many kids need to be in one group, she'll like randomly put kids into a group, and then she'll like say you have 15 minutes to do this or that, and then she'll give us permissions. And then if someone's not following the correct rules, doing stuff they're not supposed to, like scribbling and scribbling on the board and stuff, then we'd like tell the teacher. Okay. And then like she'd put them in a private room by themselves, or just not allow them to participate. Okay,
so now in the process of we talking about school, you're currently being educated on radio, correct? That's why you took my seat.
Yes.
So all right, at this time we've been speaking for about a good 5-10 minutes. So what do you think we should do next?
A break.
Exactly.
So we turn up the music and then turn off the microphone.
Do we, or do we tell the folks we about to go to break and say, you know, you're listening to daytime?
Oh, right.
You know, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Okie dokie. You're listening to.
Get your notes. There you go.
Okay. You're listening to.
That's right. I'm telling. She got notes, people.
You're listening to WAMR-DB Atlanta Mix Radio, the new feel of AM radio, the woman station, and we are going on break and be back in like 10 minutes. So
not 10 minutes, no, like one or two songs.
Oh,
what you doing?
That's like 5 minutes though. So stay tuned. Come back in 5 minutes.
All right.